Hey guys, so just going over the portfolio today, I decided to not take profits, but take out my initial investment, and I have my cryptos listed by the amount of, I guess you can compare it to US dollars that I have comparative to Bitcoin and Ethereum invest in. So I'm up a pretty large amount, and I just really don't see the need to continue to, I hate saying it, but gamble on something that I've already in some cases 10x'd my investment. So I decided to pull that out today. I'm just looking through the chart here. I started my initial investment way back in 2017, so about 3.5 years ago, and I didn't have a huge investment at that time. I think it was maybe, I want to say, $1,000. I bought a third of a Bitcoin, so like 0.75 Bitcoin. And yeah, that's a lot now, but back then it wasn't very much. As you can see, on our 2-year chart, we're up a huge amount, and that's only because 2018 was such a crummy year for Bitcoin and the crypto market in general. But as we zoom in more to the yearly, you see that percentage goes up and up and up as we started to get more adoption. While it wasn't a good 2018 for price-wise, it was a good building that structure. If you guys don't follow Crypto Lark, go follow him. He just dropped a new video. Get tons of information from that guy. He doesn't put out any financial advice, just like I don't. So this is just me sharing what I do and what I've done. But I mean, if you start looking at the 6-month and charts like that, we're up an insane amount of gains. And those gains, I mean, they slowed down here recently in the last week or so. But the last 2 weeks leading up from, right after Christmas all the way up until a few days ago, we were doing amazing. We were up above, I want to say 42,000. 33,000 is still a lot. So if you have profits or, you're up huge, 2x, 3x, it might be a good time to reevaluate your investing strategy. That's what I did. You can see here Ethereum on the 3-year chart. Look at that huge gap. We're not even at an all-time high for ETH. That's insane that we could be up above 1,000 and still be 25-30% from all-time highs. I started investing in ETH back in 2017 when it was about $200. $100. I really didn't believe in it that much back then. And then we had that March 18th, I believe it was, or no, March 13th. Was it a Friday the 13th event that kind of collapsed everything? And I got to pick up a handful of Ethereum for under $100. That's something that I never thought was going to happen. So, I mean, that wasn't even a year ago. And people ask me all the time if, is it too late to invest in any of these cryptos? The answer is no, yes, maybe. It's always too late, because the best time to invest was, when it was at a lower price, not when it's in the green. But right now we're in the red. So if you have a long-term outlook on any of these projects, Cardano, I actually got into this one right after the ICO. For those of you guys who have been around for the initial coin offerings, I got bit by a lot of those, but I also made a lot of good investments. I want to say I got Cardano around 2 cents was my initial investment. Might have been a little less, might have been like 1.9 or 1.8 cents. I bought it like 25,000 Cardano. It was, I don't know, not even $2,000 back in 2017. You can see the charts. I mean, it's done great, just like the rest of the crypto spaces. I mean, you get these kind of returns on some stocks as well, like Tesla. Look at what Tesla has done over the last year and a half, 2 years. It's 12, 13, 14x'd. But it also had all those things, those uncertainties, the bankruptcies, the Are they going to be profitable? Today, this is what my crypto portfolio looks like. So for Bitcoin, I actually decided to sell. So you can see up there my sell on Coinbase Pro. Yes, I use Coinbase. I use Binance. I use a lot of different things. I don't use Geico, which I just got an email for. But I've been buying Bitcoin, almost every week for the last 3.5 years, sometimes, 5, as many as 10, 15 times a week. It just really depended what it was looking like. They charged me a $12 fee. Couldn't believe it. But those are my buys. As we've been going up and down in this market, I've been buying more and more. And as soon as that Head and Shoulders pattern started to reveal itself in the charts, it's when I decided to take my initial investment out. So this is what the market value is for my Bitcoin, and this is what my average net cost was from all my buys. I want to say that Bitcoin was about $1,900 on my first investment of that third of a Bitcoin that I bought. And then just the, $20 here, $30 there, $40 here for the last 3+ years. So we're up a hefty sum in there. I don't have a ton of Bitcoin. I hold like 1.25 now. I sold off, a little bit more than 1/10 of a Bitcoin. I sold like 15% of a Bitcoin. So it's been a crazy day. Realizing those gains, I guess you could say. Ethereum. See, here's the crazy thing about Ethereum. I sold almost 2.5 today to cover what I've spent in it. Most of this gain was made in the last 10 months. Before March, when Ethereum sold off, I think I had less than 1. Now I have like 16. But that's just because I was looking for that buying opportunity while at the same time dollar cost averaging in. Ethereum's a project that I believe in long term. It has a lot of positive outlook. There's going to be a ton of things built on top of it. It's already starting to, develop into a huge project with the DeFi space coming up and all the apps being built on it. Hopefully it just gets a little faster and they figure out ETH 2.0 and staking. If they do that, I think Vitalik will be all right. And then Cardano. This is probably my biggest gainer. Up, 5x in it. That initial like $2,000 investment, and then dollar cost averaging in forever. I didn't sell any Cardano today. I just sold a little bit of ETH, a little bit of Ethereum, or a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of ETH. Cardano's like 5x away from being at an all-time high, 6x away. So it's not, I'm not selling anytime soon. At least not ADA. These three are like my biggest holdings. I have a little bit of Litecoin. It's not really a project that I believed in that much. Back in the day, I had recently started adding to it here as we dipped to like 114. If we have some more pullbacks, I'll add some more. So I don't have a ton of it. I have 4. Ontology down there is another project that's up and coming. That's going to be a pretty good one. These other coins, some of them are things that I can't get rid of because I don't have enough of them to move or transfer. Like XRP, who has XRP? A lot of people still have XRP. I mean, it's going to be a good thing. It's centralized, so not about that. But here's my Coinbase where I actually completed everything. It's looking a little red today, but you can see right there, I have a sell order of, 0.16 Bitcoin. And then you can see there it is in USD, a little under $8,000. These are all the buys that I've been making over the last week and some change, last month. These markets excite me, so I can start investing more, and it's kind of fun. It's, like I said, I don't like saying it, but it's like a gamble. There's my ETH sell-off. Coinbase is good for, buying some stuff. Of course, I don't hold anything on here. I might hold a little bit of, fiat on here to see where we go in the next day or so. If we're going to go down another 30% in Bitcoin, or if we're going to hang out and build support here, then, I'll take the profit. But I'm really just looking forward to what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going to happen. I wish I had a crystal ball, but I don't know. So, if you like the video, like it, share it with someone. It's always good to take your profit out if you can. You're playing with free money at this point. I never thought 3 years